So Kristen, have you ever had a session done before?
I have, but not with you.
Awesome. Well, I just want to start with telling you about my gifts and my abilities. And I'm already picking up on so many messages and messages from your loved ones and your angels. So I'm really excited to start. But as a psychic, I'm able to connect with your energy spiritually and letting you know what I feel going on around you right now in the present, as well as coming forward for you in the future. And you can ask any questions you would like regarding personal things, anything with relationships, family, work, and I'll let you know what I pick up on as well. And as a medium, I'm able to connect with your loved ones that are passed over on the other side and letting you know who I feel watching over you and the messages they want to deliver to you today of closure and validation and what's most important for you to hear and what's meant for you. And while we're channeling today, you're going to see me writing and scribbling throughout our session.
Okay.
You might be thinking, what am I doing? She looks a little odd. That's just how your loved ones talk to me, through automatic writing. And you'll see me scribbling and writing and with my sparkly clipboard, but that's just the messages they bring forward.
Okay.
So we can start channeling today, Kristen, wherever you would like to. We can start psychically, or I can go with who I feel around you on the other side.
Let's go with who you feel around me.
And when channeling in first and saging before you got here, I kept feeling so strongly Father's presence wanting to come forward and your dad wanting to let you know he's watching over you very strongly. So has your father passed over, Kristen?
Yes.
Because he was communicating with me when I even just saw your name on Facebook. I felt him popping out to me talking. But he wants you to know that he's been watching over you every day since his passing. So he had me feel you guys have been disconnected for a while. It's been a while since his passing.
Yes.
He has visited you in your dreams. He let me know. I feel this happened right after his passing, very quickly, and he let you know that was the closure you had with him because you weren't able to speak to him at the end.
Yeah.
He had me feel my heart was at peace and not in any pain on the other side. He wanted me to let you know that his heart is not in any pain. If that was a heart attack, he passed away with.
It wasn't a heart attack, but
His chest and respiratory struggle for him. All right.
Yep.
So wanted you to know that he's not in any pain in that area. And I felt you were not able to meet his father here in the physical world.
Nope. I was able to meet him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard about a grandfather wanting to come forward right away that you weren't able to meet here in the physical world.
I was able to meet both grandparents, luckily.
There's such a younger energy on the other side as well. I feel watching over you as well too. It's an interesting way the message is coming forward. So feeling there being a younger energy on the other side as well, saying that he wasn't able to meet a great grandfather energy here in the physical world. So that was coming to me from someone on the other side, actually.
That's most definitely true.
It was a much, much, much younger energy coming forward. And I felt being heard about the 7 being significant. I felt July was significant. Either it's a person's passing or departure, that can be. Or
7 is exactly, I understand that completely.
I wanted me to reference his stomach being healed on the other side, not being in any pain. You could see I was grabbing onto my stomach very strongly, and he kept saying, Mom, Mom, Mom. So do you have a son that's passed over, Kristen?
I do.
So your son he was not going to not come forward. I felt his energy so strongly, and that younger energy come forward with your father on the other side.
They did not get to meet.
And that's where he made that connection. I always tell you every single thing your loved ones say in a reading. So sometimes we have to put the puzzle pieces together on the spot, but everything always validates. And your son wants me to talk about his stomach being healed on the other side, not being in any pain there. He also is with, feel very strongly, a grandmother figure. So is your mom passed over?
Not my mom.
But you're, okay.
My husband's mother, so my mother-in-law,
right.
Yes.
She told me December was very significant with herself and holidays between the two of you. That might just be.
Maybe. That's my dad's birthday is in December.
She said December was the significance with you guys, all right. So she's reconnected with your father on the other side.
Those two would be a pair together, I'm sure.
And I feel 19 is significant with you as well. That number kept coming forward. So is that somebody's birthday or?
My birthday.
All right. They were acknowledging that.
Yeah.
So.
Aw.
And your son wants me to let you know that he kept showing me a card that you keep from him, I feel. That there's a card in writing that you keep with his writing to you, if that's a birthday card or a message he wrote. Kept opening up that card to me, a handmade card, and wanting to talk about being happy you still keep that from him.
Yeah.
And knowing that's the peace and validation that he watches over you always.
I sure do keep that.
He talked about those last 2 days. I felt you were right by his side. Those whole 2 days, he kept thanking you for and wanting to know. He felt your energy right there beside him, even though he wasn't able to communicate with you the way he needed to. And we feel he watches over a brother as well. I was hearing reference to watching over a brother.
I don't have, or he didn't have any siblings.
Do you have a brother here in the physical
I
world?
have a brother, yeah.
Okay, so he watches over his uncle
Awesome,
as well.
wonderful. Aw.
Talking about September being with his health when things took a turn, I felt that's when a diagnosis came he wanted to talk about, and knowing that you showed me where you became his caregiver and you took care of him every step of the way, thanking you for your son.
Yeah.
As you said that you were the best. You said my mom was the best in taking care of me.
Wow. Yeah.
He let me know that you've seen him visually, spiritually, and not in a dream or while you're sleeping, but had that encounter where you saw him spiritually, I feel.
I feel like sometimes I do, and then I think I'm crazy.
You're not crazy at
I'm
all,
not
Kristen,
crazy.
because if you guys think you're crazy when an encounter happens, then I'd be locked up by now, definitely, I say. He's letting you know that he's watching over you and grabbing your attention in any which way he can, but in the middle of the night, if you wake up and that's when that encounter happens, know that that is your son.
Okay. I'll take it. Anything, like you said.
Rye kept coming forward as well. Rye. Is his name Ryan? So he kept calling Rye. So did you call him?
No. We didn't really have a nickname. But yes, his name is Ryan.
All right, so my guide, sometimes they dump some things down, I say in every reading, it's all right. But Ryan wanted to validate his name, but knowing that is him looking after you and communicating with you. And somebody in the family hunts or have a love for hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Showed that to me as soon as he came forward, and I wasn't sure what to do with it first.
Oh,
but
yes.
he said he watches over the loved ones when they're hunting or up north as well, so
Okay.
he's still a part of that.
His dad is an avid hunter.
Well, he's watching over his dad, and he partakes in that. So let him know he looks after him when he's hunting.
Good.
And I hope next season he brings him some good stuff his way.
Absolutely. Aw.
And writing and journaling, he said he knows about your journaling, and you've done to him as well, year by year. He told me that that's the way you connect with him, and you've allowed yourself to. And I feel that he's really seen everything you've written about him. And he talked about changes you made as well, being amazing in what you did after his passing, I felt, health-wise.
For me?
For himself after.
For himself.
So there was a change or an organization in a way. 'Cause
Yes.
he kept acknowledging and trying to break that down to me, being so honored and thankful you guys went on with and carrying on. I felt there was a fight you did in a way for him.
Yep, we have. That is very true. We have started an organization in his name.
He wanted me to thank you for that. He
He
knows about
knows.
that. Ryan knows everything you've done for himself. I have goosebumps telling you that, truly. That's beautiful. He kept referencing watching over his sisters. I felt the sister energy. So do you have a sister here in the physical world?
I do not.
And the name Riley came forward very strongly.
I don't know a Riley that would be connecting with him.
Okay, I wrote it down, and if he
Okay.
gives me any more messages, I'll let you know.
Okay.
He was present for a move 3 years ago, I felt as well. He wanted me to let you know. He was there during a shift and a move. I felt that occurred 3 years ago. That was more work-wise. That message was coming forward. It might be related to your husband.
I did have a shift. It's been a little more than 3 years, but in his world, it could have been, but yeah, big shift.
Your father looks after Ryan very strongly on the other side, and your father said he was there to greet him when he passed over. He wants you to know, so he was not in any fear or any pain. And
Good.
I felt there was a bear you still keep of Ryan's. He was been showing me as well, and he kept acknowledging his energy and almost his smell still being on the bear.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
you know that he's still right beside you when you look at it or you cuddle with it. And acknowledged wanting to thank you for keeping his memorial very uplifting. I felt the way you did too.
Oh, wow.
He acknowledged the music that was played
Yeah.
and it being more to his age and his genre. I felt it was. So he was very happy about
It definitely was planned that way.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
He has so much happiness, energy on the other side, pure energy, and he's grown each year, getting older as well, because he had me feel he passed away at a younger age. I felt he wants you to know that he's grown and watched over you each and every year.
Wow.
In October, I feel, was very significant with him too, right at the end of his life, I felt. So that September, maybe October would have been when he was diagnosed.
Yes. October's my husband's birthday time. Yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah. Keeping angel numbers is a sign. If your husband runs into that frequently, keeping that as a sign from Ryan, because he looked down, had me want, if I was wearing my watch, looking down and kept showing me 333 to grab my attention, 111. So keeping those angel numbers as a sign, telling your husband you from Ryan.
Okay.
And I feel where his energy is in the home so strongly, his spirit and his energy. And he let me know that you guys feel him all the time.
We do.
He said that he wanted you to know, even though that he wasn't able to be at home right at the end, I felt he was still at peace, because he said he didn't want you to worry or feel any guilt or second guessing or any doubt. He kept saying, tell my mom that I was at peace and okay right beside her. And that's where I was a little quiet for a second, because he was making that message so, he was bolding that for me so much and wanting to make sure it came forward.
We were trying to bring him home, and he died at the hospital on his own terms. And I did worry about that, if he died in our home, if I'd be able to go back.
Kristen wants you to know, release that going forward and today. He was at peace and happy being right beside you guys right at the end. He wants you to know.
Great. I will release it.
Is there a necklace that you wear for Ryan? He had me grab onto my chain and was having me feel that there was a chain that was his that was kept, or something you wear.
One of his friends wears a necklace that's got, what do you call them? like dog tags, like that
Okay.
have Ryan's name on them.
Oh, wow.
His best friend.
That's beautiful. Well, you let
Still.
that best friend know that he watches over him very strongly, and he's thankful he keeps him close to him with his necklace.
Yeah.
Ryan knows about that.
Wow.
It had me feel where you were feeling his energy so much yesterday. I feel that there was even a visitation you had from him.
I was really talking to him, saying, please come talk to me.
He was
Please
right there.
come.
When you hear your intuition always following when a message you feel comes to you from your loved ones, or you see a sign that reminds you of Ryan, always acknowledging it and taking it going forward. So he hears you and listens to you.
Okay.
And he kept referencing a jersey to me as well.
A jersey. Yeah, there's a football jersey.
Did he play football?
He did not, but there was a football game done in somebody wore his name on a jersey for a high school football game.
And it even goes with him being happy with his honor and what was done for him after. That's beautiful. And I felt a grandmother energy coming forward as well that passed away with the significance November, that message I was feeling. She was watching over Ryan very strongly on the other side too, protecting over her.
Okay.
I felt your father's mom come forward in that connection though. I felt she was passed away at a younger age.
Yeah.
She watched over you more as a younger child and you were able to spend a lot of time with her, she told me. But I felt she passed away sooner in life.
Yeah.
But referencing like around that 65, I felt your mother's mom came forward very strongly and acknowledging she had a lot of time with you here in the physical world.
Yes, and I wanted to hear from her too.
You can see, I love when
Yes.
grandmothers came forward right together, so they've connected on the other side as well. But both of them watching over you, and your mother's mom holds Ryan very close to her.
Great.
She let me know her memory was so healed on the other side and so strong as well. She told me that she struggled with that towards the end of her life, and that was just one of the things that she really did deal with.
She did.
Her memory,
Yeah.
but it's back to
Good.
great. Her pearls as well. She was so happy when to you, girlfriend, you got her pearls.
I do not have her pearls,
always
but
wear
she
them?
was always
in for-
to the
okay.
nines, dressed to the
Because
nines.
she'd be grabbing onto my neck like I needed to go get some
guess-
pearls. She had me feel. So she has hers on the other side. She's still
Perfect.
dressed up.
Perfect.
She wanted me to thank you for visiting her towards the end of her life as well. That message came forward because I felt she wasn't at home at the end.
Yep.
And she acknowledged
Correct.
thanking you for going to her other home, or if she was in a nursing home,
She
towards
was.
the end, being very happy you were able to spend time with her.
Yep, lots of good, fun memories.
Absolutely. Does your mom have a brother passed over? So there was an uncle energy watching over you, wanting to come forward.
My mom did not have a brother, but my father has many brothers.
All right.
So maybe.
All right, so I'm a little ADD, so we're going to go with
Yeah.
your grandma for a second. So his uncle felt me feel he passed away very unexpectedly. That message came forward.
Yeah.
And I felt it was with a heart attack or in that nature. He had me feel not being knowing he was sick or having health issues going on.
Yes.
What was his brother's first name, Kristen, that uncle?
Tom.
Huh. That sounds familiar. I have an Uncle Tom.
Do you?
I do. All right. But your Uncle Tom, he came forward watching over you, Kristen. Letting you know he's watching over you and the family members as well.
Okay.
And I feel he he was very close with Ryan on the other side as well too. So there was significance with their passing away and the time being close.
It was within a couple years,
Sure.
yeah, maybe less
So
than 2
maybe
years.
feel they were passings were by each other in a way. And he watches over Ryan as well, so he is not alone on the other side, and he is protected over. And his energy, it is beautiful how strong he's protecting over you now as mom. He's always going to watch over you and look over you.
I need
protect
it.
Over you.
Good boy.
He has 3 dogs surrounding him on the other side as well. So if you've lost 3 of your fur babies throughout having your own, because he had 3 right around him.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense. We still have his dog, but when he was little,
February
yes.
came forward.
We
At
did have
times
to.
it can be. Animals usually still give me those dates with
That's
them.
funny. I cannot. Oh gosh, it's been.
Hey, and
I
everything
can't
always
remember,
resonates.
but right, it'll come
I
back.
always say when you record our session, but you'll be able to go to the link to listen back.
Yes.
But I picked up on June, February, and May with those 3 animals and their significant
That's
dates.
funny. Okay, I'll have to keep.
They don't mess around.
Yeah, I love that.
So channeling in so far, Kristen, with your loved ones on the other side, who we've connected with, and I know your son most importantly. Do you have any questions for any loved ones?
I feel for I do. A question for my dad. Is he happy?
Well, your father, he is at peace. He said that he's been passed over. He had me feel again for more time than most of your loved ones.
Yes.
And he was ready to go when he passed.
Okay.
And being at a younger age, he had me feeling you as well. But he let me know that he's been able to protect over and greet and welcome each loved one if they've passed over, which that's a really important role too.
Yeah.
And being there for everyone when they cross over. So your daddy is at peace and he is happy on the other side because he has your son he's looking after, and that's his main goal on the other side, truly. In cars, he was working on as well. So if he had a love for cars here in the physical world, he was sitting outside of a truck and kept showing me like him having his truck on the other side.
Not a truck, but he did love his cars.
It's all
yeah.
right. Show me a red truck to grab my eye.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh, I drive a red truck.
You drive a red truck.
I do.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I do. But yeah,
So you know he was
did
with
love
you
cars.
in the car on the way here,
Okay.
girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I wasn't even outside.
Right,
When you
you
pulled up. I
don't
wasn't
know.
even
Right.
outside, angels.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, is there anyone that has not come forward, Kristen, you would like me to call forward?
Yes, actually, my father-in-law.
Can you give me his first name, please?
Sure, Ray.
Your father-in-law, Ray, first let me know that he was healed from a battle of cancer. I felt on the other side because he told me that he was struggling for a long period of time before he passed away. And he wanted me to first say so much that he is not in any pain. So letting your husband know, the family know, and being healed. But he had me feel where his lungs were a struggle for him, and it may have spread throughout the end very quickly. He's very happy your husband keeps a watch of his. He told me that he keeps to wear and he keeps very close to him. I forgot my watch today, so I feel weird looking at my bracelets, but usually I'd be looking at it. But he said he's very happy he wears his watch.
Wow.
And does your husband have a brother here in the physical world?
No. A stepbrother. I don't know if that.
So still same brother, so
Okay.
watching over that energy as well.
Okay.
But he's looking after
that
your
makes sense.
husband and the family.
Okay.
And I also felt January was significant with him. And he told me the number 8. So maybe his birthday or his passing.
My dad.
Your dad.
Right around that time. It's not the exact 8th, but right around that time. Yeah.
I love when you can make the connection.
Yeah.
That's great. When you see how my spirit guides and they connect, it makes a little bit of sense. And then sometimes when you record the session, you can go back and listen, and that's when some messages connect. But there is a ring that was passed down your loved ones were very happy about. I've written ring down 4 times on my paper.
Absolutely.
Do you have a grandmother's ring?
I do.
All right. Well,
Yep.
Mom's mom is very happy that was given to you.
Yeah, I have one from each grandmother, actually.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, yes. Wow.
I told you the two of them, they came together both right side by side.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. They've been connected on the other side. Everyone meets in heaven. Everyone gets connected.
Okay.
The number 17 has just also been coming forward, being significant as well. So I don't know if there was any significance you have with that number.
Yeah, yes, I hold March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Ryan had cancer himself, and he was diagnosed cancer-free on that date, and then it came back. So I always like to think of that day as a special day, and then it came.
Well, when 17 comes around, or the 17th of any month, and especially March, letting yourself know Ryan is right there beside you during that time and on that day, most importantly.
Okay.
He's been wanting me to bring that number forward a couple of times.
Okay.
The water is a perfect place to balance your energy as well, and he said he's with you when you travel and you go to the water. He wanted you to know and being beside you by the water.
That's where I love to think of him.
He has a love for the waves. He has a love for the waves, so you know.
Okay.
And he knows what was done in his honor. I felt like a memorial tattoo-wise. I felt that your husband... Oh, wow, right where I just went and grabbed.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
I have one, and my husband has one.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's his name in Japanese characters.
I love that.
And yeah, and my husband has it. Yeah.
Well, he knows you carry his honor on your wrist right there in that special way.
Yeah.
And is 13 years significant in any, because it got period reference to 13 years, I feel someone's been passed away. That could be.
His is going to be 12.
Okay.
His, it'll be 12. Everybody else has been much, much longer.
It's telling me 13, and it was acknowledging 13 years. So with that, just being that sign with that even anniversary coming up in that near future, he's been beside you every day these past 12 years. Since he's passed over, he has not left your side truly. And every message he had me bring to you was truly Ryan letting you know he's always beside you.
I do have a question. When you said, because of course I always picture him, he was 7, as this little tyke running around. You said they do grow older on the other side.
And our spirit and our energy, when a child passes away at a younger age, they do grow and they do grow on and get older, and they move with us as well.
Okay.
And he is with you throughout every milestone, every morning, every night. And I promise you that. Every message and on everything, Ryan's energy is so strong, and he doesn't leave your side, Kristen. That's why going up and down the list, I kept hearing that, like your loved ones calling me, and I'm like, I have got to call Kristen. I looked at my mom and said, I have got to call Kristen. I said, I'm calling Kristen and Jen. That's it. I said, I got to do it.
Get them? That's fun. That's great.
And I mean, I just love Goosebumps because his energy is so strong and so protective and watching over you.
Okay.
And I mean, that's the best message to give to any loved one in a reading.
Yes.
But when you're...
And I do feel him.
When you're in a time of stress or worry or fear, are just unknown, always talking. You talk to Ryan every day, but he'll help you in any situation you need, I promise.
Okay.
Now, were there any questions, Kristen, you had for Ryan channeling in that you didn't ask?
Gosh, I'm trying to think. You answered so many questions. Does he have any friends of his that he's welcomed over on the other side, or acquaintances?
I thought the much younger girl crossed over. Interesting, I'm hearing about Leah. Instantly, I heard Leah, and she had like pigtail. Leah.
Yes.
And she had like brown pigtails.
Leah. Yes.
Leah passed over?
Yes.
Is he referenced right away being reconnected with Leah? Layla, they showed it to me, kept showing me 2 pigtails. So she struggled with cancer,
yes.
she battled as well.
Yes.
That message for being healed on the other side and growing too and having everything back she was missing here. But it might be a girlfriend for him.
Yeah, maybe.
Honestly, I mean, he didn't miss a beat with me shouting that out.
Yeah, no, he did not.
She's
here.
My
gosh. Wow.
I felt purple was really significant with her too. That may have been what was done with her memorial, or maybe Leah. I hope I said it right.
Leah, yeah.
Parents are now listening in.
Yes.
They're listening in now, maybe. Okay. Hello.
Wow.
Your daughter's watching over you guys too, for sure. But he's got his girlfriend on the other side. There was a Michael as well. I heard about a Michael. I felt Michael was much younger. That message came forward.
Oh.
So
I don't know on the other side, but like you said, it may come to me later.
And unfortunately, I felt Michael passed away with having brain cancer. I felt a brain tumor. That message came forward. So that's was a much younger energy I felt coming forward, but it might click for you later on. You don't know.
Yeah, it might.
But Kristen, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And this has been one of my most favorite readings I have ever done, just because he was just every reading. Your loved ones take my body over and talk to you guys for me, truly. But Ryan was so excited to talk to you, and I mean, felt like it was the first day of school or something last night. So I feel he was truly with me.
That is great.
And before you came in, I usually write or channel in before a session or see what I pick up on.
Okay.
Your father and your son, they were right beside you.
there.
It's what I wrote and I picked up on before you came in, because I always like to see where my gut, my intuition takes me in every reading. But Ryan and your dad, they were right here waiting for you.
I'm fascinated by your work.
No,
fascinated.
Thank you so much. It's your son. That's the gift I have. I'm able to use to connect with your loved ones. And Ryan, this was all him today coming forward. He heard you talking to him and praying to him, and he was going to deliver for you.
Fantastic. He sure did.
So thank you, Kristen, so much. You have the best energy. And I'm so happy you came on in, girlfriend. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rose, very much.